Let's talk tongues. All right, so your question is, were you able to get your tongue tie released while doing the expansion? Or how did that work? I haven't gotten caught up on all your videos. Maybe you already shared this already. So yes, fortunately, I was able to get the tongue tie release while I had the Marpe expansion on. And so basically what my process was, Dr. Zaghi was willing to do the tongue tie once I had agreed and gone through the Marpe expansion process. And that didn't mean that I had to wait until it was completely out, because what happens is with a Marpe, you get it installed and in the roof of your mouth, and then the expansion happens. And once you reach the expansion that you need to get to for your mouth, for your teeth, and your particular situation, then you have to wait, I believe it's six to 8 months that you keep that Marpe device in there, holding it in place until like the new bone can form. But the good thing is you can have the tongue tie release during that process. So for me, I want to say within a month of having the full expansion reached, I flew to LA, and then I had the tongue tie release. And I was a little nervous, would it be kind of uncomfortable having that device in there and having a sore tongue? But honestly, the tongue tie release part was the easiest part of the process. So for me, the toughest part has been, it's not tough, it's just annoying, has been getting the teeth back together. So after the expansion with the Marpe, and then once I got I had my beautiful gap, which was a beautiful gap. It expanded exactly as it should have. And then it was operation put the mouth back together. So once we've expanded the upper palate where it's kind of come forward, and then we have to bring the teeth back together. So I've been wearing these clear aligners, and everything was chugging along. And then as you can see, this front tooth is kind of tilted that way, and it's taking forever. The roots of the front teeth, they have to be upright. So this one has gone upright. This one is just slow. It's kind of like this, but it needs to go like that. So it's taking a lot longer. The dentist did say that if I had put on traditional braces, we'd probably already be finished with that. But I didn't want to go that route because I wanted to be able to take them out when necessary. But I'm really annoyed by that twisted tooth. But it is moving slowly but surely. And the other thing, I've got to find another dentist that can do this. They put these so that the tags would attach better when I was first moving my teeth. I had these little tags on these teeth, like on all these upper teeth and some of the bottom. And you can kind of still see they're faintly there. And my orthodontist, he didn't have the sander that can go, that you can sand it down enough. So I have to go to another dentist that I can find that has a special tool, because that's kind of annoying. You can kind of see that my teeth have like this little, almost like yellowing right there. But that's just from whatever the stuff is that they use to make the apparatus stick is still kind of on there. But I am so close. And you know what? It was so worth it. I'm still feeling kind of the positive effects of the tongue tie release from really the neck and shoulders, just having that constant tension that I talked about I always had, and like almost felt like I had that forward head posture, everything kind of pulling down. It has been slow. My initial release wasn't that like what I was hoping for, that some people get that full release, but I did feel something different. Like it was a softer release, if you will. In my body, but I notice over time that as I'm checking in with myself, I'm like, okay, do I feel different? And there is a difference, even just in my neck and shoulders. Is it still tight? Yes, it is still tight, but nothing like it was before. And I just don't feel that. I also think my posture's improved a lot from the release. I am still doing, a lot of exercises and trying to stretch the whole body, because that fascia gets so tight from all the way down to your toes from, a lifetime of me with that tongue tie, pulling everything forward. But I do think it was so worth it. And I'm happy. If you have any other questions, I'm getting tongue tied here. If you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer. But this journey has been amazing. It's taken a lot longer than I expected, but it is worth it. It is worth it to have, to sleep better, to have better, for my posture to feel better. I think my smile is even better. It kind of gave it almost like a little mini facelift by pushing the jaw forward and feeling, kind of lifting all of that up, which I am loving. And all I'm doing now is waiting for that to be finished so that I can then go get my sleep appliance, and then I will be crossing fingers the final step to like no more sleep apnea and just sleeping like a baby.